Hashtag searching. Hashtag Radiant Garden.
Hashtag Terra.
Hashtag
Riku,
Terra.
who took that picture?
Sora.
Oh, hey, I can do the last entree.
Do it.
Les entrées.
I won't really delete. I'm gonna be.
I sounded more
and
French
what
than
is
you.
it? Oh, great! It's eggs. All
You
right.
got this.
I got this.
I believe you're wearing the ring, aren't you?
I think so. No, I'm not.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woo!
We did it.
Intense egg cracking action.
You're pretty good.
Lobster Mousse Plus.
The bistro has earned a 4th star.
Ooh, you're 1 star away from getting the Keyblade.
Ooh.
Time to get some of that pepper
Use
action.
the last of my carrots.
Do it.
All right.
Don't fuck up.
I'm not gonna fuck up.
All
Yes.
Nice.
right. We did it.
Way to not fuck up.
Yeah.
Now that we've won the Shokugeki,
Carrot
the
potage.
school won't cause us to all be shut down.
God damn it.
We can do the last poison.
Le Poisson. There was
Oh,
a
it's
whole
this-
song about it in The Little Mermaid.
There was.
All right.
Yes.
We did it.
I'm so good at cooking. Y'all don't even know.
You're
There's,
good at pressing buttons. You're okay at
Ooh.
cooking.
there's one thing I'm really
You
sad
never had
about
my
for the
cooking.
cooking with this. I was really upset that it wasn't more like a cooking mama type
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey, look, it's one of those honeys you have to use. Don't fuck it up.
I'm not gonna fuck it up.
deal. Otherwise, you have to go collect flowers again.
Right.
So good. Ooh, crepe Suzette.
Cape
And
Suzette?
a filet mignon. Wait, what?
Cape Suzette?
No, and a filet mignon.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm hung up. I fucking...
Fillet minions.
Looks like no new special menus unless I need honey for something.
Nope. It would tell you.
Yeah.
Yep,
Well,
you need
I do
honey
need
for
honey
that.
for that one, but I also need another ingredient, so... Yeah, that's it for now. But at least, hey, whatever we've got is all
Excellent.
excellence. So...
Yep.
Proud.
And hopefully we'll pick up something in Arendelle.
Yay.
And also, hopefully, there'll be some other shit that'll come up for purchase or something.
My
So-
excitement.
Out of
Although
cu-
I
out of
think I
curiosity.
also saw that rice was an only purchasable, and I've already proven that wrong, so...
It could just be rare for my stuff. So,
Yeah.
out of curiosity, what do you guys associate Frozen with? Because I have a very weird memory I associate Frozen with. Specifically, I associate it with getting free Steak and Shake. Because after I went and saw it, I went to Steak and Shake with some friends of mine who went and saw it with me because we were all huge, crazy Disney people. And we just sat there for like, because we weren't like super hungry. We were just kind of like, let's just get dinner before we go home. And so we just sat there for like an hour not getting our food. And then the manager came out and explained to us that they had accidentally sent our food through to the drive-through window instead of to us.
Oh, that was already at level 3.
Yeah, it
Yep.
was. That was neat.
I was wondering, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
where's
the later Keyblades start off at a certain
I'm
level.
also
That's actually
out of-
really useful, so you don't have to worry about like bumping
yeah,
them up.
I'm out of Damascus.
You are. So yeah, so we basically got a free meal that night because they're like, yeah, we're sorry, and you had to wait forever. We have to redo it all, and like, we weren't super hungry, so it wasn't like, oh my god, we're so mad at you. We were just like, oh, okay, we're okay with this.
That's unfortunate, but not going to ruin our night.
Exactly.
Basically.
I associate it with hating my mother and grandma.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Why?
Oh yeah, go scan the poster. You get a new game.
Oh, there's new posters?
I think so.
Oh,
That's-
dear God.
Goofy said something.
Goofy said a thing about posters.
Oh yeah, there's new posters. No, I don't. I don't really hate them. They just made me incredibly frustrated. And the reason was I was watching it one night with my grandma. This is back when I lived with her,
Yeah.
and I decided let's go have movie night. And so I brought home Frozen and something else. I brought home Thor: Dark World for me to watch.
Okay.
Because at the time that had just hit rental, and we were watching it, and I'm like, we're gonna watch this, and she's like, okay, and we get all the way to the point where the reindeer shows up, and my grandma would not shut up about how she thought it was a moose. She's like, no, its antlers are too big. It's got a big nose. It's a moose. I'm like, Grandma, you've never seen an actual real reindeer before, have you?
I mean-
you've only watched Rudolph every Christmas. Like, that's closer to what an actual reindeer looks like.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, a reindeer and a moose are really like it's.
They are, but like you're not understanding the fact that she was so resistant to the idea that a reindeer could look like that.
Also, it doesn't help matters that like Sven legitimately looks like Rutten Took from Brother Bear.
Yeah, it's true too.
Yeah, I mean,
But like but then I'm calling. My mom calls in the middle of us watching the movie, and she's like, "Oh, you're watching Frozen." I'm like, "Yeah, we're watching Frozen." And Grandma won't shut up about the reindeer being a moose, and she's like, "It is a moose." I'm like, "No, it's not a moose.
Oh my sweet baby
that
Jesus!
sounds hilarious to me.
It's a reindeer."
I mean, it
It's
is,
also like
but,
when
like
it
there's.
comes like if you actually looked at a reindeer compared to a moose, you could tell the difference.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit more distinct than like an alligator crocodile thing. But
Yeah.
like it's also kind of an alligator crocodile thing, you know?
It's like hyenas.
You can only tell by looking at the clit.
Yep.
God,
So like elves then.
Yeah, basically like elves.
it's an elf thing.
Yeah.
Just like it's a hyena thing.
This isn't as fun without Brett here.
It's true.
I know it's not.
Brett so adamantly refuses that.
He does.
Actually, that's my other memory I associate with Frozen is when we were at our friend Ian's house, and it was the all night session where we just totally destroyed that thing full of guards in our Pathfinder game.
Oh yeah, I remember. I
And
love
we
that
were
night.
we drove out to get alcohol, and Will had just gotten the Frozen soundtrack, and we fucking sang "Let It Go" all the way from Ian's house to the gas station.
I was there.
I don't remember what you were and were not there for.
You should.
I mean, I know you were there for that campaign and that night. I just remember
No,
you
I
were
was
there.
definitely in the car with you guys.
Okay.
You want to head towards the icy area.
Yeah, I was looking for my icon. There's a lot of icons.
Plus, we know you get
Yeah.
confused by icons.
I do. Ghost was a very confusing series for me to watch.
Well, you can't tell the difference between a flag and a green circle.
Trying to see if I can get any animantite in here.
Look at that call back.
Call
Back to that time you were an idiot.
If I had to pick something that like made me,
There's the ice fortress I fought.
yeah,
That
If
was
I-
a cool fight. I liked that one.
it was pretty good. But if I had to pick like a memory that I associated Frozen with, it legitimately would just be the time before, like, it got so overdone.
Yeah.
When I actually enjoyed Idina Menzel's voice, and then everything was "Let It Go," and then I'm like, "Oh God, please let it stop! Oh God, please kill me now!"
Please don't do this anymore.
Same friend that told me the horrible jokes from like 4 episodes ago.
Yeah, by now.
Yeah, by now. Spoiler alert, this is all one long session. Nothing
Really
ever
long.
ends.
Nothing ever ends.
So she used to go to Comic-Con with her husband every year. They haven't been like the past 2 years, I think, but they used to go. And she was there when they were doing the really, really big Equestria Girls push.
Oh.
And while she was in line for
I'm already
the
tuned out.
merch stuff, she heard that cafeteria song a billion times.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Oh, so we're just starting in medias res here. Like, we just
yeah.
landed and are fighting.
Yeah, we're about to figure out how he's an islander.
It's cool.
Magic me a fucking parka, Donald.
Give me a coat.
Oh, wow, he really does say that.
Guess these two used
That's not how the
Wait.
Force works.
Hey, Islander, what can I say? Look. even
What's
the
that over
sea's
there?
turning
It's
to
whimsy.
ice. Donald,
That's
this
not
isn't
supposed to
your
be.
magic, is it?
Donald, what the fuck did you do?
Do you think it's
What fucking kind of
heartless?
suffix you gotta add to Blizzard to
be.
get it to do
Let's
that?
go.
Blizzagajaza?
Blizaba Zuba Juba? No matter what you do, no line will ever top Mickey Mouse shouting "Stopza."
Yeah.
No. The greatest line in all of Kingdom Hearts, Heartsdom, is obviously, Mickey, it's Riku. They put bugs in him.
Yeah.
I mean, totally owned you lamers is still
Totally Owned You Lamers is still a pretty good one.
right, but Mickey, it's Riku. They put bugs in him is
girl.
just
She looked so sad.
I could tell from this distance.
He can sense her sadness with his heart.
Yeah, knowing him, he probably fucking can.
Also, going back to my previous statement, I do still love Idina Menzel's voice. She's fucking great.
Oh yeah, no,
You don't want
she's
to get outed? I want that to be crossed out and written in copyright land.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, guess what? What's gonna have the volume basically turned the fuck off?
Yeah. Guess where all the singing went from all the other movies that had singing?
It's like, part of me kind of wishes I was surprised by the fact that they did that in this, but part of me is also very thankful that I will not be surprised by what they did in this world.
Yeah.
Like, in all reality.
I mean, to be honest, we had to get some uplifting songs, because otherwise we'd have to just deal with the dreary reality that Larxene is in this world, and there's nothing we can fucking do about it.
We're gonna have a huge fight here because I love Larxene.
I hate her.
I love her because she's trash.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I hate her
Well, that
because
and,
she's
that
a
and,
bitch.
Ansem Retort, which
Yeah.
was the Sprite comic where she was basically a cracked out gremlin. Larxene, go find the shiny invisible thing.
Way to pull on those old ass references. Did that ever end?
It ended in the regard of I don't think they ever continued it.
Okay, so it stopped.
It stopped. Like it stopped right around the time Zexion had sex with Naminé.
Yeah,
Christ.
that seems about right. Seems about right.
Christ.
Well, I mean, you know, we use those names, but like none of them were actually anything like
They weren't the actual characters.
Picture of the Ice Palace.
Yeah. Oh well, I think that's right behind me, wouldn't it?
No.
Well, it's not up yet. She hasn't made it yet.
It's
Oh,
yeah.
it's her Ice
You
Palace.
haven't listened to the copyrighted song
Oh,
yet.
okay, got it. That Ice Palace.
Although, Steve, I think you will appreciate a meme I saw, which is just that Larxene is what happens if you put the super crown on a cockroach.
Yeah, basically.
I get it. That's nice. Oh shit!
Oh no, your controller!
Oh no!
Dual shock 4 battery low.
I'll take care of that in a minute.
You're too busy clawing things.
Actually, I don't know why I'm going back to this, but the hilarious thing I keep always thinking of with that part of Ansem Retort was like the whole thing started because Zexion was like just being an asshole because that's who he was,
Yeah.
and he was like, "I will put my dick inside anything you love," and she just goes, "I love myself," and he's like, "What?" That series had some problems. It was weird.
Oh yeah, it absolutely did.
That sounds like a really bad Kingdom Hearts fucking RP.
And yet, at the same time, it was hilarious because Zexion was a doctor who had his license revoked when, during a surgery, he accidentally grafted an Oreo to Sid's brain, which turned his body into cookie and his blood into cream.
Hey.
Zexion's retort to this was, if you ate yourself, it would be the most delicious suicide ever.
Are you sure this was a thing, or were you just hanging out on Gaia
Wait,
RP
Steve, did you
forums
never
for a
see?
while?
Did you never see the Ansem Retort?
No.
Oh my god! Well, the whole thing was under the pretense that all the characters were in a Jersey Shore TV show.
Yeah, it was basically they were in a reality TV show. It used the sprites from original Chain of Memories.
Yeah, as well as some original ones. That
Yeah, I
they
mean,
made.
eventually they started using original ones, but largely it was the sprites from original Chain of Memories. So it was a sprite comic a la old Bob and George stuff. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was like
also 8-bit theater.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
more Bob and George. It was a little bit more like zoomed out. 8-bit theaters really kind of zoomed in to what it's
Also,
doing.
like 4 panel strips.
Yeah. Anyway, it essentially centered around them working for like a network as a Jersey Shore type show,
And I
then
believe
just
Diz was the leader of the head of the network.
yeah, and eventually it just kind of went on from there. Like characters started forming their own relationships. Like Axel and Eris, like just fucked.
Yeah, Axel and Eris fucked.
Yeah, they
I
were.
believe that.
They were like legitimately a couple.
That's because I also ship Eris and Reno.
Hey Ariel, where do mermaids come from? Well, when a man loves a dolphin more than society thinks he should.
Sora was just kind of a dumb child.
Well, because he was like Roxas reincarnated, and like the reincarnation process made him brain dead.
Okay,
Right.
this legitimately just fucking sounds like a Gaia RP
It
thread.
does,
Just
it totally
Yeah,
does.
it basically was. What else?
Also,
like,
shout out to all you fucking 2000s kids who hung out on fucking Gaia.
Obviously, Marluxia was gay because that was the only joke you could ever
That was
make.
the only joke you could do with him.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be fair. Marluxia actually is gay.
Yeah, but Marluxia is gay in a serious way. This was Marluxia being gay in a jokey way.
Can it not be both?
No.
I want to say it's both.
No, I disagree. Anyway, so there was that, and then like Riku was just emo, and like they never really did much with Riku.
Like he
Al-
literally
also,
went,
he
literally
literally
went
is
into
just emo.
mode.
Yeah,
But he literally
because again,
just is.
this actually started like, I think this actually started before we even really had 2 for much to go on.
I believe so. Yes.
Like a lot of it was like the chain of memories stuff, and like again, it was 1 chain of memories and 2 for the longest time before we got like Birth by Sleep and Domino's Delivery Driver.
I remember
and the various
that
point whatevers.
Riku. There was a point where Riku got cut in half,
Yeah,
and he was lying on the ground, and Sora walks up and he goes, "Hey, you're cut in half. If I stepped on your balls, would you still feel it?" And so he proceeds to then step on Riku's balls, and yes, he does feel it. And the problem with Sora was because he was so brain damaged, he had short-term memory loss. So Riku's like, "God, don't do that again." He goes, "Hey, you're cut in half. Do you think if I stepped on your balls, you would feel it?" The next comic just had Riku talking to Zexion after he got like reattached together, and Riku just goes, "I can't believe that took so long. I was down there on the ground, and Sora forgot his memory 32 times before he found me."
Yep. It should be
Good
obvious
God.
from the way we're talking now exactly what kind of very like high school like edgelord comic Ansem Retort was. I have fond memories of it because I was an idiot in high school.
Oh yeah, like
But
it's one of those comics where you would look at it and go, "This is inappropriate."
No part of this holds up.
Yeah, no, I definitely regard it in like that portion of my mind that can still appreciate the kind of humor I was into when I was young.
Yeah.
Although I will admit, it still has, and I quote this all the time, it still has one of my favorite lines, which is Hercules being a half centaur. He has the upper body of a centaur and the lower body of a man.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be doing anything with these fucking things?
You hit them and you get
Okay, because the
stuff.
last one I kept trying to... Oh, okay, they don't break. I see.
I think it's also because you hit it while doing combat and you didn't realize it.
That must have
Yep.
been what it was.
Also, in the same vein of like retarded ass high school humor
Yeah.
that doesn't hold up anymore. I remember like this was like way fucking back in the day when like when me and Will first started hanging out.
Oh,
and I
jeez.
found
I don't
out that
even
he
wanna know.
was really into Resident Evil. Is mainly because he was really into Resident Evil 4 at the time.
Well, yeah, the dude is crazy about Leon.
Well, because Leon's fucking great.
It's-
Anyway,
yeah,
He's smuggling watermelons in his arms.
I
Leon,
remembered.
fuck Claire already.
Please, I
Hey,
remember
after he gets done with me.
I remember like a really old, like one of those really early fucking YouTube videos, YouTube video series where like they tried to like do machinima dubs over shit.
Oh yeah.
And there was one that was for Resident Evil 4. And this was like way after I was out of high school. So like it had been a hot minute since I fucking seen this video. So I showed it to Will because I thought, hey, you might appreciate this because this is Resident Evil 4 and I fucking thought it was hilarious. Watched like the first minute and a half maybe. I was like, oh god, this is not as funny as I once thought. This is actually very cringy.
Yeah. And that's like one of the few instances where I actually like agree with the use of the word cringe.
Yeah.
Where it's like you realize, oh no, this is not cool anymore.
This should not have been. And literally the whole premise for this fucking like parody of Resident Evil 4 was the events of Resident Evil 4 were kind of the same to where the president's daughter got kidnapped. Leon had to go save her, but the people weren't like parasite cult people. They were a cult following literally the song Barbie Girl by Aqua.
I'm sorry, what?
You don't dare elaborate more on that. I refuse to allow you any form of elaboration.
Okay, so I'm gonna break this up and talk about the game for a second. I just now noticed.
Yes.
I just noticed when you do the teacups,
Yeah?
your little keyblade indicator on the map spins like a madman.
Oh, you are totally right. I should check that out next time. That makes perfect sense that it does that.
So the cult of Barbie.
No, shut up. We're done with that now. Conversation ended.
Although I do have a way to take that away, though, because it reminded me of the guys who did Sanity Not Included on Machinima. Which that stuff's gone now.
Yep.
Yeah, way to go, Machinima.
Way to go, Machinima. But they had the video that one of the videos they did before, or at least one of the guys did before that series actually started, was
Get
called.
ingredients out of that bush.
You fell off a cliff.
Oh, it's a triangle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was Real Men, and it was a machinima that used footage from the original Dissidia game of Cloud and
Leon
Leon,
like 5 times.
Cloud and Leon trying to outman each other.
I know this video.
Only
I've seen
real
it.
men have brown hair.
Oh God.
Like that was like one of Leon's punchlines because he couldn't think of anything smarter.
Christ.
Like,
You're in a gorge.
You are.
I am. It's
All-
gorgeous.
You can fall down there and there's like a treasure. Or no, there's a lucky emblem.
Fall off the world. Do what I
right
said.
there.
Remember when I told you this was what you should do in Olympus?
And then
Those-
the lucky emblem. The lucky emblem.
The lucky
I
abomination.
swear to God, I'm
Fine,
not
I
drunk.
kid.
Is on a tree, back that direction.
It's on a tree over here.
Yeah, made out of snow.
I see it.
Yeah, Ryan, I just saw
I
it.
saw
There
it.
you go.
I see it. It's right.
To your left.
Oh, okay. I was actually looking at the trees.
No,
Like
it's
over
made out
there.
of snow.
Be observant.
Oh, and you can just walk back up. Cool.
Yep.
Great. I
And
appreciate
running,
that.
running, and running, running, and running, running, and running, running. You ran.
He did.
I also remember one of the lines was only real men ride green streams of semen. And it was the weird things that were, you could always
Yeah,
grind
in
along.
fucking Cosmos' stage where you
Yeah.
could just fucking Tony Hawk grind around
Mm-hmm.
the stage. Yeah.
YouTube, I want you guys all to know. Today's the day I found out I am in fact a real man.
Oh, and then like I think they have a fight and Leon beats Cloud.
Hi, I'm Sora.
And
Where did you
Jet
go?
comes up from behind out of nowhere and goes, "Ha! But only a real man would pull down my pants and I'd give them a tasty
a little
treat."
warmer.
God.
Oh yeah,
And I'm Goofy.
Where did you come from?
you're
Where did
doing
you
it out
go?
of order.
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
You're doing it wrong.
Also, that actually is
what?
Indiza Menzel.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
totally. Which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna have the music in the game,
Yeah, you can't have some bastardized version of Let It Go. Spoilers for like a few minutes later when we're going to be trying to possibly do that.
I'm gonna sing along to that.
oh, we are totally
Shouldn't
doing
be out
that.
here. Please go back to the village.
Why? Your Majesty,
No.
you look like you could use a friend. Don't you want to talk?
I'm not allowed to have friends.
Please
I'm a
leave. I
monster.
need to be alone.
The only person I knew
want to
growing
hurt
up was my
anyone.
sister, and she never wanted to visit me, though she did keep knocking on the library door every day for some reason.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
That bad?
I know, because I saw you reblogged it from me.
Yep.
It's fucking great, though.
Sure, adventuring's fun. But
I mean, it was either that or bring up the weird raccoon screen caps from Bob's Burgers.
Baby pudding stealer.
What is he called? Big Baby Pudding Stealer.
'Cause he steals pudding.
Who's he steal pudding from, Linda?
Me when I'm eating in the alleyway.
Why are you eating pudding out in the alleyway?
Where else am I gonna eat it? In the bathroom? That's disgusting. I should at some point like actually sit down and whoa, hey.
Elsa had
hey,
enough
honey,
of you having
honey.
your adorable background conversation.
Calm down now.
Hi, that's neat.
Yes, Goofy, go ahead and poke
honestly, like, Sora and Donald can just do that, though.
Okay.
Like, not that
But
specifically.
the fact that someone else can do it is actually like noteworthy.
it. Yeah.
That's something everyone complained about. That was like, oh, sorry, you see this all the time. It's like it's not just that it's something what it was that was done. It's that someone else did it.
Oh, hey, a big boy. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Like,
Yeah.
Sora being surprised that, oh man, she did this. She maybe knows magic. Like,
like, out of all the times he's come to these worlds, there's been very few opportunities in which someone flat out uses magic.
Jack can use magic.
Jack is one instance where he does do it, yes. And Genie. But, like, Genie is a genie.
A
Yeah.
genie.
Like, there's a reason for that.
Jack can use magic because the power of Halloween,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with this
Oh, yeah,
explanation.
no, of course. Give me a reason to put Donald out of the group for a little bit.
Please.
Because I usually put Goofy out, because I always get, like, physical attack moves.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad that I'm not the only one that does that.
Oh, no!
Yeah, that was like that's one thing I've actually been like actively doing in my replay of Kingdom Hearts 1 is not subbing out Goofy, because every time in the original Kingdom Hearts I would sub out Goofy, because it just made more sense to have somebody who could cast magic on you be in the party.
Right, exactly.
Because like if you ever get hurt, Donald being able to just cast Cure on you was way more useful than Goofy just hitting the enemy. Like he could maybe like hurt them some, certainly, but like just magic was way more overall useful.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you swap out a physical person for
a physical
a
person.
physical person.
Right, because again,
and
you
vice
get
versa.
you get Tarzan, you get Aladdin, you get Beast. I think the only ones
And
that
Peter Pan.
yeah, Peter Pan. I think Ariel and Jack were the only ones that could use something more akin to like magic.
Yeah.
I also remember getting stuck on Atlantica for fucking ever because my guidebook lied to me.
Fun.
It told me to equip throw and to throw a sword at the last boss.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, I'm making a joke at Cameron's expense.
You're making fun of me.
I am.
You
It's
jackass.
I do it all the time.
I'll explain that in a little bit.
Okay.
What actually it told me to do was it told me to cast Arrow on the big Ursula fight, not realizing it did the same thing that with the Ice Titan, where if you do that against like a mainly projectile boss, the game goes fuck you and makes the projectiles huge, way more
I'm
damaging,
sorry
and
I was so
practically
upset.
undodgeable.
Oof.
Thank you.
So I kept losing in that fight because Ursula just kept kicking my ass because I had Arrow on the entire time.
Look out!
Yeah!
Go, Elsa!
Elsa, join the team!
That's amazing. You can control ice.
Control it.
It's
No,
also, I like
all
the
ever
terminology
do
he uses where he says control
hurt
ice,
people.
as if she can do
It's
more than
okay,
just
those
shoot
are
a
just
shotgun blast of
heartless.
ice bolts out.
Yeah.
You said that word before.
Yeah, it's okay
Oh,
if
fuck
they...
'em.
Yeah, fuck them, murk them.
People's hearts.
If you see one on the
Wherever
street,
they
kick it
go,
in the
there's
dick.
trouble.
They're after people's hearts.
Freeze his
They're
balls to the
dangerous.
front porch. I don't
You
give a
should head
shit.
home before
Yep.
it gets any worse.
I had water in my mouth, you asshole.
That's the best
Good.
time to bring up Joe Dirt references.
What?
You were about to lose a fucking microphone.
Staying up here.
Not safe for
Oh,
you.
that's great. Oh, that's...
It's coming.
Oh, Lord, he coming.
Oh Lord, it coming.
Oh, no. She did the ice...
You know I can just Naruto run up this, right?
Yeah, fucking watch
Can
me.
he? You don't know yet.
I'm not gonna.
Elsa.
You are a human who is sad.
She'll
Sora
be
must hug
okay.
you.
Seems like she's pretty strong.
She has no problem
For
freezing
someone-
the fuck out of people.
You don't understand, guys. For someone who freezes things, she makes my crotch real warm.
But I just wanted
Just
to know
once,
why
I'd like
she
him
was
to
so
have some
sad.
kind of emotion towards another
How is it any
character.
of your business?
He does.
Read the room, kid.
Ah!
Go home.
Here you are.
Yeah.
You trash
Hi,
human being.
Alina.
Coat. You knew?
Nah, I'm one of
That
the
was
I'm one of like the
Oh,
6
yeah,
returning
you
members.
forgot. The name's Larxene.
What a heartless
This
hero.
time, remember. And we'll take care of Elsa.
No.
So
I do
don't-
appreciate that
Stop.
we finally got like a pronunciation for that because when I was a kid I called her Larzane the entire time.
I have a feeling you were not the only one.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
English
she
does not
seems
teach us how to
think she
pronounce
knows
X's very
us,
well.
so
No.
maybe we should
And then
follow
organization
along.
put like 15 of them in everyone's
Not unless
names.
her name's Tara.
Isn't that right, Foy
Excuse
Gooks?
me, I'm right here.
Ah.
We know we're having a conversation.
No one
This
cares.
is an
No
ABC
one's gonna
conversation,
hurt her.
honey.
But we're not about to put up with your
Fucking queen
meddling.
bitch in the
Stay
house.
here and behave yourselves.
Ooh. Nice effect.
I know.
Cool.
Stay here and behave yourselves, I say as I break the giant ice wall that's Oh, okay.
No,
she's doing-
hold on. She's
do a
gonna
thing. Wait,
magically
she's doing
do
a
some
thing.
bullshit.
She's doing a thing. Making some kind of portal.
And we're just gonna stand here and
Oh,
let this happen.
What are we? What?
We're bored, okay?
Wall us in.
Yeah, don't you know? Electricity can control ice.
Yeah, Vexen. That's his thing. Why isn't Vexen here? Oh, because story? Okay.
I don't know. That's a pretty vexing question.
Ah. I hope we find out the answer eventually.
Obviously, Steve, you plebeian, this was created from mineral water. As such, it was high in iron, which allowed her to use the magnetic properties of lightning to manipulate the ice. A la Magneto. You're welcome. I solved all of science.
Don't you fucking science
how
me, you
cozy
asshole.
is it up your own ass over there, Ryan?
Magnificently.
We can't stay
You feeling? There's enough room in there?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
He can fit. He can be up his own
found-
ass and still fit
I found all
Marluxia
of
up
Itachi's
there.
power-ups in Naruto up here.
throw